I have dated multiple girls by getting over 100 plus right swipes on just one of my dating apps, where I even made out with some of them inside of a forest. It has led me to having countless of girlfriends over the past 2 years, all because I just learned how to escalate, especially over text. Therefore, in this video I'm going to show you exactly how I escalate with girls so you can start dating beautiful girls just like I do. If you didn't know already, my name is Oliver and I help guys become the most attractive version of yourself so you can go from this to this just like I did. And the single best way to do this is by building an aesthetic body. If you want to build an aesthetic physique but don't really know how to, then go down and click the top link in the description. All the details are there. So step number 1, follow the script. So there's a quick story that I want to tell you would mean actually not sticking to the plan. So basically I texted different girls on just one of my dating apps, and I actually matched with them on the dating app. But I didn't really think so far into the future, so I just instantly went onto the text and I instantly just typed, "Are you free this Sunday?" The thing is, if you are an ultra chat like fucking Andrew Tate or some shit like that, that could probably work. Sure enough, I'm pretty attractive, but I'm not that level. So of course, by me texting that, it seems kind of needy. So guess what she did? She reported me to the... no, she didn't do anything like that. I promise. All that happened was just that she didn't answer me back. But this was enough lesson to actually teach me that you shouldn't be that needy and hasty when you're texting a girl. So here is the script that I follow that has gotten me the most success. So first of all, the single best thing that you can do by texting a girl, can you guess what that is? It is actually by giving her a compliment. Because when you give her a compliment, she's really appreciating the compliment, which will make her more likable to you because you seem like a nice guy, but not the wrong term nice guy, but the attractive guy. But if you of course keep fucking complimenting her on this point, you will seem like a better male. Basically, you will seem too needy, like you're just trying to get something quickly out of her. So what you want to do when you have asked a compliment and she has texted you back and said, for example, "Oh, thank you so much," then we want to escalate as quickly as possible. So now we want to ask her, "Are you free in this period of time?" So X period. When she then has answered yes, of course, if she says no, then don't waste your time, find the next girl. But if she is free in that period, that's when we escalate. That's when you ask her out to go on a date. If she says yes, then bro, you got it in the bag. She's attracted to you, you are attracted to her. It's a perfect combi. And if you want me to make a video on exactly how to escalate on the date, then go down and write a comment in the section below, because I really like to know if you will want to see that. But of course, this success rate that you will have with this script will of course only pretty much work if you look attractive. And as I said before, the single most important way to look more attractive is by building an aesthetic body. And that is exactly why I have been making a program for you to build an aesthetic body the quickest way without you really having to thinking too much about what to learn, what exercises to do. All of this I have covered inside of my program. So just go down and click the top link in the description. All the details are there. So now that you know how to escalate, I want you to know a secret tip on how you can skyrocket your success rate. If you didn't know already, you can literally change your fucking skull. But not only your skull, but honestly just your facial attractiveness. At least that's what I have done. I have literally naturally went from looking like this to literally this. And the way that we could change our face is by doing something called Looksmaxing. So the best Looksmaxing methods to use is by usually training your jawline, your hyoid bone, and your eye area. Those are the single most important things that you can improve on your facial attractiveness. I guarantee if you just fix these 3 areas of your face, your skull and your facial attractiveness will change, and you will be dramatically more attractive. So if you take a look at these 2 pictures, so why is this guy not attractive, but why is this guy attractive? It's basically literally just because of the thickness and the length of the bones. You can clearly see the difference with the forward growth. That's what it's called when you have a long jawline. When you have this, it gives you a more masculine and dominant look compared to this guy who's literally mouth breathing, who literally has no forward growth, but just looks like this. It makes you look weak and not confident. That's exactly why usually what we call TikTok boys are so attractive. It's first of all because they're very lean, but also because they have very good bone structure. That is literally why so many women and girls are so lustful over them. Of course, also because of their nice hairstyles and all this, but usually it's also just because of their hunter eyes and because of their thick bones. But just because that you know these methods now, it doesn't really change anything if you don't do it consistently over a day-to-day basis. Because think about it, you have been doing so many bad habits that has literally trained your body to look differently. Think about it, maybe when you lay in bed and you watch YouTube on your telephone, you probably put your hand on one of your sides. Guess what then happens to your face? More blood flow and water will come to one of the sides, and you will apply more pressure on one of the sides, which means that you will get asymmetrical. So when we are trying to fix this, we need to apply constant pressure each day in order for us to change our face. And that's why one of the most effective way to do this, which you have probably heard, is by doing something called mewing. Mewing is something that you can do 24/7, even sleeping. That's why so many people can get so quick results. And the way to mew is just by placing your tongue on the right placement inside of your mouth. And that is on your palate. Your palate is the thing upwards on your roof of your mouth. If you just place a gentle amount of pressure with your tongue like this against the upper roof, that's when you will begin to start seeing more forward growth. But again, how much time should I do this and how many times should I do this? Should I just do 24/7, like literally when I also eat and sleep and poop? My answer to this is do it as much as possible. But that's exactly why I have been making a night routine, which I want to share with you. So every single time, as soon as I want to go to bed, I literally make 10 minutes of for doing my night routine. Literally just 10 minutes. It can even take 5 minutes. You can just slowly, progressively overload this. What I literally just do is that I do something called the prayer, which is where you literally just apply pressure upwards to your chin and then you just resist. This will give you the forward growth. Then I do something called the eye trainer, where you literally have your index fingers taking up your muscles, pulling it upwards, and then you just squeeze. This will train your brachialis muscle in your eye upper area, which will give you that nice hunter eye look. The last exercise I do, which is what trains the hyoid bone, which is what does so that you don't have this floppy skin. Have you seen people where like they have this floppy skin and they look kind of fat in this area under their chin? And that's because they haven't been training the hyoid bone properly. When you've been training your hyoid bone properly, your jawline will look like this. And the way that we train this is just by doing front neck curls like this. When it becomes too easy, we just want to apply a little bit of pressure with our palm like this. And then we just keep going. But again, all of this I teach so much more in detail on this channel. I literally teach you exactly how to escalate, how to attract more girls, and how to become the most attractive version of yourself. And that's why I would highly recommend you to go down and click subscribe so you can become a part of this movement, so you can finally get my results, so you can start dating beautiful girls as well. So step number 3, which is actually a tip that I didn't really know if I wanted to share with you, because it is honestly the most important thing. Because even if you aren't really that much attractive, that's when you can do something which is just called playing the numbers game. So you probably have seen the guys who are so unattractive in your class, but somehow he just gets women. Can you guess why? It's literally just because he talks and tries to escalate with more girls than you do. As I said, it is literally just a numbers game. The more people that you ask out, the higher your chances of success will be there. So a good form rule to know is that you pretty much have 20% of a success rate to get on a date with a girl if you ask her out. So why the fuck wouldn't you just ask as many girls as possible so you could increase this chance? So let's say, for example, that you only ask 5 girls, then you can only be sure to get 1 date. But let's say that you all of a sudden ask 100 girls, literally 100 different girls, then you will be able to get on 20 different dates. Can you see how it's just a numbers game? It's literally just about how many girls that you ask. And the more you ask, the more you get in return. But that's exactly why if you join my program and you build this aesthetic physique, your success rate will literally go from 20% to 40%. Can you see how big of a difference it will do if you just build an aesthetic physique? And that's exactly why I'm so happy to share with you that it's on pre-sale right now, which actually means that my program will be at the lowest price that it will ever be. It's currently at $20, but I will increase the price really soon. And I know it's scary to buy something for the first time, but I'm telling you, when you buy from somebody who actually has experience, you will grow so much quicker because you don't have to take the time to research about all of these different things on the internet yourself. I've literally been going to the gym for almost 4 years soon, and I've built an aesthetic physique which attracts multiple girls, and I know I can help you achieve the same results. I will literally do every single thing in my power for you to attract girls because I know how fucking horrible it feels to not being able to attract anybody. The only thing that you gotta do is click the top link in the description. As I said before, all the details are there. So I really hope that you got some value out of this video. I've really put it in the time to really think about how I could help you the most. And that's exactly why that for me to know exactly if this video was helpful for you and so that I can keep making these YouTube videos for you, I would really highly recommend you to go down and click subscribe to this channel so you can get more of this content, so you can quickly become more attractive, so you can get more girls. But if you want to become one step closer to getting a girlfriend, then I will highly recommend you to go over and watch this video over here, because that's where I teach exactly how to do the same. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful day, bro. Mwah.